Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212. So today is March 3rd, 2026. I'm still doing the Real Whovians cast, talking about Doctor Who in 2026. And guess what? There still is Doctor Who in 2026. We have a Christmas special coming up by Russell T. Davis. Some speculation about what the hell the script's about, really, because it's been rumored that there's been numerous scripts for the Christmas special, depending on the filming availability of some people. But I just want to come on here and say it's been many years since I came and graced your YouTube shores with my talk of Doctor Who since December 11th, 2011. I've been doing videos of Doctor Who and then casts and live streams. And I had a great time. And I had many people I've done casts with and did videos with of Doctor Who, and I had so much fun, and I'm still having fun. And despite all that, I'm still here, and my group is still here. Now, again, I'm doing it on the fly. I'm doing it spontaneous, so it's the wee hours in the morning. Usually, I don't do podcasts this early, 8:34 in the morning, but I was in the mood. Today was a special day for some mysterious reason. Um, and I'm motivated and I'm pumped and I'm ready to talk about Doctor Who. And I have a voice like a lot of people do. I'm an influencer, I'm a YouTuber, streamer, whatever you want to call me. I'm glad that Doctor Who is still around. I'm glad that we're getting a Christmas special. I'm glad it wasn't canceled. And I'm glad it's not on hiatus because it hasn't been. There's always time between a season or a special, and the fact that we were told for a while now that there's going to be a Christmas special basically proves that there is no hiatus of Doctor Who at all. Because it did finish last year. I guess it was in May, right? Going into June, yeah. So, it's not that long. We're going to have a Christmas special, and then after that, in 2027, we're going to have an animated series, and we're going to have a new season at some point in time of Doctor Who. But I'm just here to say I'm still here. I'm still talking about Doctor Who. And I'm hopeful that the new Doctor isn't Billy Piper, obviously. That is just Rose Tyler. I look forward to an explanation. I look forward to more elaboration on the bi-generation. And I do expect to see Shooty Gatwa again. When? Who knows? But it's been a wild roller coaster ride. So I don't know if anyone in my group is available. I'm going to see if anyone is up or about or around. I don't know. Gonna try. Well, Facebook is weird too, where like I have my own thing to reach my members, and for some weird reason, they've been dictating to me who I need to contact when I know who I need to contact. And they've been kind of like holding back whenever I'm trying to communicate with my own friends. Very odd. Don't know why that's the case, but if that's going to be a problem that's going to continue, then I need to find an alternate means to reach my people, because if my people are not getting my messages, that's going to be an issue. And again, most of my members I could reach on Facebook, but do have a means to reach people on Twitter and other avenues. So I'm going to check and see if that's the case. Bear with me. There's a lot going on here. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. I mean, that's about okay. Why is Twitter blocking my communications? I don't know. Better not be. All right. So anyway, anybody watching? Hello. Now I don't know if I'm being shadow banned, by the way. For some mysterious reason, someone is flagging my Pac-Man streams. Believe it or not, as age restricted, and you know, all my gaming streams are getting flagged. Don't know why. And the fact that I don't got any viewers on YouTube, I don't know what that's about either, because usually I do. So I don't know if I am shadow banned or if that is a thing. I hope it's not a thing. Like, am I showing up live right now? No. Why is that? That is so weird. All right. I don't know why. Let me see. Maybe, I don't think YouTube has any technical difficulties today. No. I don't know, guys. All I know is that as soon as we get some Doctor Who news, I'm going to be coming on here talking about it. As soon as I hear stuff from my source, I'm going to come here and talk about it. What's up, Bad Wolf? But the Real Whovians cast will continue. My group is still around. We're still going to be talking about Doctor Who. We're still going to be all over the new Christmas special and potential seasons in the future. I got a lot of stuff planned today. But I am going through some weird stuff with YouTube at the moment, to where someone is trying to take down my Pac-Man streams. I don't know why. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on, but obviously the person that's attacking my gaming streams is someone that keeps trying to stop me from talking about Doctor Who. But why are you going after my gaming streams? No idea. I mean, that's just stupid. But I have a lot of plans today. All right. Going to be streaming my gaming. I'm going to be trying to do podcasts later. So, a lot going on. Pretty much, I believe we're going to find out that Billy Piper is playing Rose Tyler. Right. And pretty much I've been saying maybe it's a body swap. Maybe, the Doctor has been transported to her Earth and she's transported here. Like, like a transfer, not that a body swap, like a switching places, whatever. Or it's going to involve also David Tennant's Meta Crisis and David Tennant's 14th Doctor. So, I expect to see Shooty Gatwa again. I hope it's longer than usual. And as far as a new Doctor goes, I would be happy with, them doing stuff with David Tennant's 14th Doctor. I would be happy if we get to see Shooty Gatwa for an episode fighting the Daleks. So, maybe. I mean, I always was told that Shudigawa was supposed to fight the Daleks in this final story that was written originally for season 3, whether it be a Christmas special or season 3. But um, I hope that comes to fruition. Probably changed somewhat compared to what they originally wanted to have. I would like to believe that if Rose Tyler swapped places with the Doctor, that the regeneration energy was canceled, and he was able to heal up but not change his face. That would be a good enough explanation for me. But we have to wait and see. Now, all this talk too, I just want to let you guys know that there's been a lot of people out there that tried to convince you that Doctor Who was canceled, that Doctor Who was done, that Doctor Who was going on hiatus, and all this stuff you've seen was complete and utter bullshit. Because we got a Christmas special in 2026. Don't believe everything you see. And even to this day, these people, without talking about Doctor Who, they're trying to talk about Marvel, they're trying to talk about everything, and it's all baloney, you know? So just be wary. I'm not saying not to watch people, but just be wary of what people say, you know? We have a big enough platform for many different voices and many different opinions, like my own, where people don't have to silence me or anyone. So hopefully, I'll be coming on here and talking soon with my group. And again, I'm having problems lately with communicating with my group on Facebook. So I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know why. It reminds me of a time when with Facebook, you'd be able to see all your friends' stuff. And Jay, what's up, Jay? Jay, you on Facebook still? Why aren't you coming up on my Facebook? Facebook is being really weird. Really weird, bro. Let's see if we get the link. I don't know if you can come in. Really weird. Hopefully you get it. Bad Wolf, I don't know if you want to come in. You want to come in? You come in too. Shoot the breeze. My laptop's slow today. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Let's see. You say know how to do shit, so. All right. I don't know if you got the link. Did you get the link, Jay? If you want to come in. If you can't come in, it's fine. Bad Wolf, did you get the link on Twitter? So anyway, we got a wild ride for Christmas. Not sure how long it's gonna be. I'm still not sure why The War Between the Land and the Sea is not on Disney Plus. That's a weird thing because it should have been already. It's March, right? I don't know what they're waiting for. Unless they're just not going to have it at all, which I would find that very shocking. And again, I think the War Between the Land and the Sea spinoff went all these crazy directions and then ended up in the direction that I didn't like. It was typical in certain areas and predictable. And we need to do better. We need to do better scripts where it's not predictable at all. Like you just don't know what's going to happen. So, what's up, Jay?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, you sound tired.
No, I just woke up about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. So we heard, we know for a while now that Doctor was returning this Christmas.
Hmm.
What are you
Oh, good.
what are your thoughts on it? I mean, do you keep up with what's going on yet or
I
no?
hope it's better. I hope it's
Right.
better
Yeah.
than the previous two Doctor Who's. We need to go back to it being a not being a racist. He's always been a white male, so let's have him to be a white male who is British voice, but a Time Lord alien. And I would like to see another season of him just being on Earth, helping the British government with
Right.
their strange, like Petrie. I
Oh, you
like
want him help?
that.
You want him to help Kate Stewart
You
in Unit?
know, yeah, unit, and you know that Petrie is my favorite person to play
Jump,
the
jump,
Doctor.
jump,
The
Pertwee. Yeah.
Yeah, John. Yeah, the third Doctor is my favorite.
Hmm. Well, I mean, that's the thing is like if they had budget constraints, they could say, all right, you don't have to go up world. They just do it Earthbound. I mean, they always most of the stories are
Hmm.
Earth anyway, but
Right.
there's ways around it to save money on the budget. You know,
Yeah.
so I mean, worst comes to worst, if we got to do that again, we could do that again. But I'm just hoping that
Right.
the budget is there because we've had a big budget with Disney, and now it would be weird to go backwards. I mean, I understand we don't have
Mm.
Disney any more money, but it's just, and I know that they've been shopping around for a new streaming service. I know that they've been trying to put stuff on the table that they haven't done in it before, like a crossover with Star Trek, to where they already have implemented stuff behind the scenes to connect to that. I mean,
Didn't
yeah, they have
didn't they
plot.
already didn't they already do a crossover with Star Trek in the comics?
Yeah, but that's not canon. But what
Oh,
is
really?
canon? Yeah, what is canon is on the recent Strange New Worlds show. They have acknowledged that the TARDIS was in there. It was stuck in some type of this junkyard thing, and then they acknowledged that the crew member of the Enterprise was a companion of the Doctor, flat out, because she mentioned the Doctor. So uh, that was shocking, but it's even more shocking that already Shooty Gatwa's Doctor had mentioned to Ruby Sunday that they were going to visit them one day, whatever that means.
Oh,
Meaning,
I would
meaning that
love for Paramount to buy
would mean
the
yeah,
rights
meaning
to
that
Doctor
there's
Who.
probably a universe where Star Trek is real, where to our universe it's not. So um,
Oh,
that
to
would be
us it is real. They just
right.
screwed it up with the Star Trek Strange New Worlds with the con crap.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I've seen clips of what the Doctor Who stuff they were showing the TARDIS and everything. So
Hmm.
Jodie Whittaker's going to
So,
Orlando. Really? That's interesting. I would love to meet
I,
her
s- I
or any
have
Doctor.
I have a I have a theory for you.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, what if the Con Noonien saying crap is 9/11?
What do you mean? He was behind that?
1999 is when supposedly Khan took over the world. Okay, what if he didn't take over the world, but it was uh, Khan and his group who orchestrated 9/11 and not been like.
They would never do that because that's so like
That way,
controversial.
Khan actually existed in our world.
Yeah, they would never. That would never happen in a million years, ever, because it would be too off the wall. It's a very sensitive subject to some of us still who live in New York.
I know.
Um,
I know.
and they would never tie that in with that. No.
Well, they did with DC.
Yeah. Well, they did with Marvel. They put in the Spider-Man comic. They put that.
Mhm.
Which I didn't agree with by Michael J. Straczynski. I thought it was one of the worst things I've ever seen. That they were saying
Mhm.
that Red Skull, who was a Nazi, wasn't that bad compared to the terrorists, and Doctor Doom was killed.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Yeah.
How can
Sorry.
you not? Your name is Straczynski. Isn't that
Well,
Jewish anyway?
the fact that they made it that our villains in the Marvel universe, who's killed millions of people, are not that bad compared to the terrorists, and that they have a heart, and they had Doctor Doom crying on Ground Zero with the Kingpin and all them, like that's just fucking ludicrous to me. Because
Oh man, they would have
that's just
cheered.
this is why I said that no matter what, even you being a famous writer, you can't write for Spider-Man and Marvel. I don't want you in Doctor Who, obviously. From the very
That's right.
beginning, I said it. Stay away, because you tried to ruin Spider-Man with making a deal with the devil to save Aunt May and erase 21 years of marriage. Like that's most. That's nothing to do with great power comes great responsibility. That's irresponsibility and selfishness, and that's
Right.
not what Peter Parker's about. And that writer did all these different things to destroy the lore of Spider-Man. He basically said that Gwen Stacy cheated on Peter Parker with Norman Osborn. He basically said that she had kids with Norman Osborn. He basically did all
Oh
these different
God.
things to break the foundation of Spider-Man as a writer. And it is one thing to write about a character, but to try to destroy totally everything about the character and the universe. And you know what? It's because of Michael J. Straczynski, regardless of what Marvel wanted them to do, that for the first time ever, the entire Marvel universe got changed because of Spider-Man. The exact timeline. Like usually there'll be a storyline
Yeah.
and they have like Age of Apocalypse, and then it will be reverted back to the Marvel universe. No, with this, their marriage was erased completely from the comics, where they said, "Oh, just think of it that they were together and not married," and it affected every single superhero because it sent ripples throughout the timeline to where Doctor Strange was stripped of his being Sorcerer Supreme, and then you found out that this person was alive, and because it sent ripples everywhere. So like I just, you know, don't go near Doctor Who because
No.
it's not for you.
The
You
best
could do your Babylon
person.
5 all you want.
The best person to write to merge a crossover between Star Trek and Doctor Who would have been Peter David, but he's gone.
I had spoken to Peter David when he was alive in forums,
You
um,
son of a bitch!
like texting each other in the
I
forums.
am jealous.
Let me tell you something. Peter David, in case you
I'm
didn't
not
know,
worthy. I'm not worthy.
in case you didn't know, Peter David wrote some of my favorite Star Trek novels, like Imzadi and all that stuff. Besides that, he did the Incredible Hulk, which I was a big fan of Incredible Hulk, and he did Spider-Man stuff. So, of course, when I reached out to him in the forums back in the day, long time ago, antiquated, you know, and I would talk to him like how, I loved his run on Incredible Hulk and what he was doing with Spider-Man here and there. And then I was an upcoming writer and blah, blah, blah. And he was very nice to me. Very nice to me. So I never got to meet him in person, but I got to talk to him in forums, and he was a joy. He was very nice. I met Dan Slott, who has a history book for writing the most Spider-Man stories. I met him a few times in the comic book stores, book signings, as well as talking to him on Twitter a lot. And I met Stanley in real life. That was great too. So I'm lucky in so many regards.
He wrote, excuse me, he created his own Star Trek universe called Star Trek New Frontier. I love that book series. It was so popular that Paramount okayed them making a figure of the captain, Captain
Right.
Mackenzie Calhoun.
Hmm.
But his name on his planet, he was an alien, not a human. His planet, he was called Ma'aka-Enzi.
Hmm. I was I have pictures I think I shared where I used to have my action figure wall like this, but I had big part of it was one part
Yeah,
was Marvel and then it was Star Trek.
yeah,
If you remember the
yeah.
old pictures. And I used to
Oh,
go
yeah.
and I wasn't just an admin just getting an action figure. I bought it by the case. I would
I
basically
remember when you were in a different apartment and you
yes,
were moving.
yes. I had spent hundreds of dollars on cases of action figures of Star Trek. And I even got the
You and
rare figure of
I,
Parker.
you and I had a unique meeting, very first time ever meeting. Uh, Not personally, but here.
Okay.
Uh, and that was like, how long has it been? Since Jodie Whittaker.
That's a while. Yeah. I mean
Yeah.
I've been doing these
That's
things since
when
2011, but
that's
that's a
when
while.
we first met.
Right.
YouTube, I had seen something and I clicked on the video on YouTube and it was a Doctor Who thing.
Hmm.
And it was a discussion about Doctor Who.
Right.
And then when I got through with that video, you and your group, the real
The real Whovians.
Whovians,
Yeah. Yeah.
came up on my suggestion and I said, "Oh, it's live? Okay." And came on and they were fixing to announce
Yes.
the next Doctor.
Right.
And I watched that entire thing and when it came on that it's Jodie Whittaker. Oh, fuck,
It was
fuck,
the
fuck, fuck,
funniest
fuck.
shit
I
ever.
said, I love this dude. I love this dude.
The funniest
And
shit you've
I
ever seen.
commented. And that the next day, I commented, and you asked me to come up, and you are the first person to teach me how to get on StreamYard.
Wow. That's awesome.
You are you are the father of what you just created
And
because
Zoom. I
now,
was doing Zooms before the pandemic.
yeah,
Like,
Zoom, yeah,
yeah.
right,
That's
and
why when Sharon
I
was
am.
asking me how I had to teach her because like when everybody was filming from home, they were like, what is a Zoom? I'm like, I've done thousands of casts on the Zoom. Like this is what everybody should be doing. So yeah, I threw
Because
a
of
canine across
you,
the room. I know.
because of you and what grew with me of my knowledge of live streaming stuff, which is still learning, I am now sought by others to come on
Good,
their stream.
good, very good. I remember it got so far that I was told that Jodie Whittaker's brother, I think, watched that stream and thought it was hysterical. And I heard that he made Jodie see it, and she cracked up because she thought it was funny.
I
But
heard that too.
I've never talked to her. But uh, I I remember for 450 episodes of the Real Whovians cast because we did crazy amount of podcasts. We did 450 casts before she aired her first episode. And I
Yeah.
remember everyone trying to get me on board to liking her. and I was against her, right? And they were sending me shit. They're like, look, she was in a play with Christopher Eccleston, and she can act, and she's great. It wasn't until someone mysteriously leaked her clip, which I believe was Chris Chibnall leaked it, by the way, that I said that's the way the Doctor talks. I was just like, oh, I like her. You know, you got to understand, you can't blame the actor. You got to blame the writer, right?
Exactly.
Because,
and producers.
Because I'm going to tell you why. It's one thing to say, all right, their performance was absolute shit, right? But here's the thing. Chris Chibnall had gave her strict orders not to watch any episodes of Doctor Who, right?
And that's stupid.
Wait, you could tell the difference because when she finished her first season, she was on a break and she came to America with her entire family on a break for months. That after that, she went against that and she talked to David Tennant. She talked to everybody, Peter Capaldi. She watched tons of shit that when you got her second season, you could fucking tell the difference that she knew now what the fuck she was talking about because things have changed, right? That was a mistake.
Maybe I need to watch it.
That was a fucking mistake to do that, right? Just like, you know, Russell with Shooty, certain things like, you know, I didn't like the fact, I love Shooty Gatwa, right? But I didn't like the fact that he cried every single fucking episode as the Doctor, right? I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? It got to a point where, yes, Russell even acknowledged it, and then he stopped that shit after a while because that was absolutely, to me, a sign of weakness. I know you're trying to say that, oh, he's emotional, Doctor. No. That was a sign of fucking weakness. I didn't like that at all because every single time he cried took away from when it really mattered if somebody died when he cried because it was the same cry. It was no different.
If you're going to reboot, if you're going to reboot a franchise, just say you're rebooting it instead of making it making people think it's a sequel.
It's not
and
a reboot.
It's something else.
It's you know what it is? It's called what did I drop? Oh, it's called the soft reboot, right? Meaning that it's connected to the original series, but they're trying to make it hip and everything. But it's not really a reboot because it's connected, right? Just like Who,
Star Trek, Strange New Worlds. That is a fucking reboot.
No. That is a new timeline.
Thank you.
That's been established that that's not the original timeline.
That's why I say it's a reboot.
The reason
rebooting it.
The reason why you could prove that it's not the original timeline is because whatever caused the timeline to change in that universe connected to Strange New Worlds was the fact that no, not even that, was the fact that Spock in this universe had a sister, but in the original universe he did not. So whatever caused the change, whether it be 2009 or not, this is a different universe from the prime universe of Star Trek. Now you have 2009, which again,
you're gonna hate me.
Okay.
Guess what my favorite Star Trek movie is? Of the original cast. Yes.
I don't hate you.
I
don't hate you, but
I love New Frontier.
Final Frontier.
Right. Final Frontier.
See, now the thing is, as a writer, I know they interfered with what he wanted to do, William Shatner. They interfered with the script,
including Leonard Nimoy.
You could tell that they interfered with the script because they tried to make this big ass space battle with the Klingons, and then it became nothing but an apology. It was shit,
Yeah.
right? They cut that shit. They changed a lot of things. That would have been a great movie had it been done correctly, where it
He
wasn't the
is
interference.
begging Paramount to let him do a kind of like
Another
what
cut,
the first, yeah, another cut to finish it, like the director of the motion picture got to do.
right?
And they even let Nicholas Meyer do one for the Wrath of Khan.
Now,
So
this was
why
the first
can't William
time.
Shatner?
This was also the first time in history that a Star Trek movie failed miserably, and that could have been
Yes,
the end of the franchise. But
yes.
the company Paramount took a risk and said, we're going to go ahead with 6 anyway, the undiscovered country, because we've
Because of
made
the
billions of
anniversary.
dollars. We made billions of dollars off of Star Trek with conventions and
Yeah.
everything else. So we're gonna forget that happened, and we're gonna go ahead with 6, and that was a smart
Well,
thing to do.
it was fixing to come up to the 25th anniversary, so they said, "All right, let's do one last one for the anniversary, and then
Right.
that's it. We'll just
Now I do have to
get
say,
rid of
I,
them."
I do have to say that I did not like Picard seasons until they brought in the Next Generation, and it was like a direct sequel to Star Trek Next Generation. And I thought that last season of Picard was the best Star Trek Next Generation season I've ever seen. And if
Yes.
you didn't see it, it
Thank
is the
God they
best.
destroyed the board completely, but they'll find some way to bring it. I bet you
Well,
10 to 1 they will find some way to bring the Borg back in Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, or new, what's it called? Strange New Worlds.
here's the thing. I wasn't crazy with the notion that Janeway finished them off, but I loved it though, right? But I always wanted Picard to finish them off, right? And
And he
I
did.
actually I accept it. Like if they didn't appear again, I'd be fine with it. Only because
Well,
you told your story from beginning to end. It's over. Like
right,
you
right.
could end it perfectly when they never appear again, and people will be satisfied with it because Picard finished them off. Now the only thing I can't stand is the fact that Picard is in an android body and his real body's on
Yeah.
ice in Starfleet, just like Kirk's real body's in the ice too. Like I don't like that at all. Um, I accepted that he had an artificial heart, but the fact that he is in an android body, I don't like that at all. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's a different timeline, and again, I don't even know if it's probably even a different timeline from J.J. Abrams because we know that was a different timeline because Spock came from that universe, you know.
How about
So
this? How about Doctor Who? Uh, the guy who's Doctor Who now. Let's say he is the
Shigeru,
cause. Yeah, he's the cause of Star Trek being totally different since Star Trek 2009. He did
well, no,
something to the thing.
they already explained why 2009 is different is because Spock created that thing, and he went and him and the Romulans went through it in the
Yeah,
past and changed the timeline. So they already
yeah.
explained that, but then
But
something
what if
else.
Doctor Who caused the supernova to begin with?
I don't think. Well, what Russell said
What
was,
if the TARDIS came near that star and did something and it caused the star to go
maybe.
to a supernova?
Well, the way Russell was hinting when he was with Whoopi Goldberg, the stuff that he said cryptically was that she would be involved. Now, she was involved. She's Guinan, which is with Next Generation.
Oh, I hated Guinan in that episode.
But,
To contact the cube by screaming, oh my God.
but, but, she is connected to Picard. And if she appears, that means Picard and the Next Generation are going to appear with the Doctor. Which would also mean that Q would probably be involved, and the Celestial Toymaker, which would be Neil Patrick Harris, Toymaker.
And I didn't like that they were killing Q. Oh, God. Leave it alone.
Well, they could fix that, obviously.
I kind of would like to see Star Trek Legacy with 7 of 9 in them. But 7 of 9 as captain? No.
I mean, look, I want a new show with a new Enterprise. And I think it's time.
Ship.
I was against them changing the name of the ship to Enterprise. I would have liked it that they just gave them a brand new ship.
Of course, we can say that they've already done that before, because technically they're saying that Yorktown in Star Trek 4 is actually the Enterprise A.
Well, all I know is that we're probably going to get another movie, regardless, somehow. And I honestly think Star Trek should return to the movie.
They canceled Star Trek 4.
They canceled that numerous times.
Yeah, but they canceled it permanently.
Well, I don't. There's nothing, no such thing as permanent anymore, especially with IPs. Because
Ellison or whatever the people
I know what they said.
Paramount.
I know what they said.
They said that they canceled it completely.
Right, I know what they said. But then a deal just went through.
They're going with a new Star Trek movie. With either Kirk. I heard it's either Kirk or it's going to be Archer.
Well, everything's changed since, like, Paramount just bought, like, Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
So
they did.
Whatever they had planned is out the window.
And I'm glad they did, because Netflix would have destroyed theaters.
Well, also, if you remember, I don't know if you're aware, but Paramount Pictures sold the Friday the 13th rights to New Line Cinema, which was purchased by Warner Brothers. So now
they want their
Paramount
they got it
owns all of that back, and that's going to cause a conflict with what's currently going on, because you know we had Victor Miller battling with the other guy for 13 years, but then now that's a new factor now, because now they're not allowed to call it Friday the 13th. Not that they've been even lately with that stupid 15-minute YouTube video they did, mini movie.
And they own DC.
Yes, they do. Which you'll probably see Star Trek show up with the DC characters, like you've seen, like all these other things happen.
I would love. What's his name? That did Justice League, and he had to leave because his child died or something. What was his name? He came back and did a cut. I want him to. Yeah. He is the first director of Justice League. Then somebody else had to come.
You're not going to get him back. Snyderverse. You're not going to.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Ellison or whoever, the family that owns Paramount now, they are in talks. There is reliable proof that they are in talks with Snyder. I'm not saying it's going to happen. But they are in talks, because the person that owns Paramount now, he loved Snyder's cut, and he wants to see a second Justice League with
who does Snyder have a contract with? Netflix right now.
Oh, he can get out of that.
Oh, yeah? Like that? Like just multi-million-dollar?
Oh,
yeah?
No. No. Paramount will probably pay the penalty for him, so he can come
You
and
have to,
do,
you have
or
to take,
they'll just,
listen,
or
even if
they
he
will wait
did,
until he gets through with his contract and
yeah,
then
but
do it.
you have to understand something, first of all. Let's just say you're right, right?
Yep.
That you got to think about every aspect of what you're saying. Let's just say that is true, which I don't believe at all, right? Henry Cavill is doing Highlander for the next 3 movies, right? He's contractually obligated to that, right? He's getting older, okay? They're all getting older. They're not going,
But he
it would
still wants to
never,
do it.
but they would never be, it would, you could tell when people get older if it's a good
Yeah, I
idea or
know.
not.
But that's the
You know what
reason
I'm
why
saying?
you have CGI and everything. And CGI is better than when it was when they did that mustache thing with Henry Cavill.
No, I
It's
know.
gotten a lot
But
better.
I got to tell you, we did a lot of everything shows, and we were behind James Gunn, and we were
Yeah.
behind him taking.
Yeah.
I actually gave them the idea probably to hire him, right? Because I said that they should, and they did, right? Maybe that's why they all, like, some of them follow me or whatever, right? But
Yeah.
I saw the Superman movie and I loved it. By the way, James Gunn's. I absolutely loved it. I really did.
Oh, you did? I hate
I
it.
did. No, I did. I didn't like, which I think they're going to elaborate on. I don't think his parents are evil. I think that's just the thing they threw in there. But I don't think they're
Oh,
evil
I
at all.
hated that.
No,
That's
I don't
the
think they're
main
evil.
thing. I hated it.
Yeah, me too. But I don't think that they're evil. I think that that's a Lex Luthor bullshit thing. Like I don't think that's the case.
I think James Gunn was he took the job so he could destroy DC for Marvel.
No, not at all. Because they screwed him, Marvel. They screwed him. They fired him, then they hired him back, but DC gave him a chance. No, he did not do that. He tried to build up DC.
It's a rumor. I know it's a rumor, but sometimes you remember there's an old saying, rumors have a little bit of fact in it. That's why it's called a rumor.
We covered the whole story.
Rumor is he's going back to Marvel because he can't stand Trump, and Trump are friends with the guy who owns Paramount now.
Okay. As far as that goes, right? With politics, that's nonsense. Like, people shouldn't be doing stupid shit like that over politics. Okay?
No.
Disney should have never fired James Gunn, right? Me, Scott, everybody
over there.
Me, Scott, and everybody was pushing for James Gunn when he was at his lowest, when he got fired. I said it on the show that DC should hire him to screw Marvel over, right? And they did after that, right? And again, I don't know if I was instrumental in that, but he did finish Guardians of the Galaxy 3 for them, knowing that they screwed him over and they rehired him back. The fact is, it's not necessarily. It's like me, for instance, right? Yeah. If I said I had disagreement with them, I love Spider-Man. That's my favorite fucking superhero. Even if I had a dispute with Disney or whatever, at the end of the day, if it was a thing to come back and do Spider-Man, I would do Spider-Man. I don't care. But it's above the company because I love Spider-Man, right? If he came back to Marvel, it's because he loves the Marvel characters. It's not necessarily he loves the company. That's his thing. I mean, he's a fan of comics in general, but I think his main shit was Marvel. But I do see him coming back to do a Marvel thing. I mean, he's not going to be where he's doing like the universe and shit, but like I see him coming back and doing like a movie or two or whatever. And I don't see. He even said it that his contract was only until a certain thing with DC. So, like, it was probably going to end anyway, right? I mean, he's Supergirl's coming out. Then you got the Superman sequel. You got a couple of years worth of stuff but like it was
unless they cancel all that.
They're not canceling anything. Like Supergirl's coming out, Superman's coming out. It's still going to come out because whatever merger, whatever thing happened is not going to cancel was already paid for. So, like, it's going to come out, and then he's gonna do what he's going to do. Now, I personally think before he leaves, he needs to do a Scooby Doo with them, like he did the other two. Um,
Oh
but
God.
I mean, that was popular. People love that. Kids, new generation love that. So I think he
I
should. But
hated those live action Scooby Doo movies. I hated them.
I know, but there were
There,
a whole bunch of people that
there
loved it.
should they should not put cartoons into live action.
Well, they always do that.
One, you destroyed the mythos. Two,
Yeah,
you destroy people who grew up with that. You destroyed their dreams.
yeah,
Don't bring cartoons into live action. Don't put live action into cartoons. When
yeah,
they put Strange New Worlds into that cartoon series for that one episode at the
yeah. I
end,
know.
I
I know.
hated it. Oh
Listen,
God, I
I
hated it.
I I am not thrilled with things that they do. Like I I
Yeah.
I found out from Marty that when Disney got Doctor Who, that they're the ones that decided the sonic screwdriver. That they're the ones that forced them to make the sonic screwdriver remote control, and that kind of Russell T Davis, as a big fuck you to Disney, did that scene where the Doctor held the gun to shoot Omega. It was basically telling Disney to go fuck themselves because they're that stupid. So like, I know that they had to make some amendments just to get Disney to be happy, and to change the sonic screwdriver like that was not a Russell thing or the BBC thing. That was a fucking Disney thing. So
That,
they tend to fuck shit up, Disney, when they do things.
if I
So
may say, uh, there is one thing that irks me and has irked me ever since the first Batman movie with Michael Keaton. Batman in every movie has uh, machine guns on the Batmobile. Bruce Wayne would never use a gun because his parents was killed by a gun. Even in Batman the animated series, he said he would never pick up a gun. Batman would never kill anybody. That's the number one thing. And two, he would never use a gun to defend himself or anyone else because of his parents. It was traumatizing to him as a kid and has traumatized him since he was now an adult. He would never, ever use it because I'll tell you why. The very first episode of Batman Beyond, he was in the Batman Beyond suit, but everything in the suit was dead, and he saw a gun and he grabbed it, and the bad guy that was about to kill him said no, 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 and runs off, and he comes out of that building, Batman, and he drops a gun and he says, never again, I'll never be Batman, because he never uses a gun. Don't stop putting that Batman uses a gun in the Batman movies.
let me ask you a question.
He
I'm
He is
not
the
I'm not a
greatest escape
no, I
artist
know. I'm
since
not
Houdini. He doesn't
I'm
need a
not
gun.
right. I'm not a DC guy. Like, I'm a Marvel guy, right? So my
Hmm.
question to you is, in the comics, right? You're saying that they used the gun to shoot the mother and the father, right?
Yes,
Like that
the
they
very
didn't
first.
stab them enough.
No, they killed him with a gun.
Okay. All right. In every iteration of Batman that's been, now you're aware that Batman, they had like a 30s thing, right? Or a 40s thing, right?
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Did he have a gun in that?
Yes, and I
Okay.
hated it.
Okay. The first iteration ever, he had a gun on
Yep,
screen. Okay.
yep, and I hated it.
Okay. Okay. But like, just give me a second. So the first iteration, He had a gun.
Yeah.
Adam West, I don't remember him ever having a gun. I don't think so.
No,
Right?
he didn't.
Okay. Fine. When I was born, Adam West was Batman. And then
Yep.
Justice League, Whole of Justice, Super Friends, or whatever, right?
Super Friends, yeah.
Yeah. Now, Batman with Michael Keaton was the first movie ever, right?
Super Friends is actually the very first iteration to actually tell how Batman became Batman.
No, but what I'm saying is Michael Keaton's Batman is the first movie, period.
Yeah.
In the theaters. Okay, Adam West had a movie in the theaters as Batman, but
well, even before that, they had serials in the
right. But still, let's just say Michael Keaton, right?
But
now,
Michael
did
Keaton's
they have guns
Batman is the very first Batman. Yes, he had guns on the Batmobile.
Okay, so they had guns in the Batmobile for Batman, Batman Forever, right? Batman. I'm sorry, Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin.
It was
Batman.
I think it was Pattern. Yeah, all of them.
Every Batman
machine guns. Every Batman movie, there's been like a gun on the Batmobile.
Okay.
Almost every movie, let's say that. Now Patterson, didn't he use a gun?
I'm not aware because, like, I'm not into it like I'm Spider-Man or Marvel, but I'm pretty sure that
I didn't see the movie, but somebody said to me that he used a gun or was pointing a gun. Now I don't know if that person
I'm pretty
lied
sure
or what.
that every single Batman movie in existence is not true to. If you're going to be that thorough, I'm pretty sure.
I love the movies, but why use a gun when his parents were? If my parents were killed by a gun, I'd never pick up a gun.
Okay, so let me give you an example. I have read like just about thousands and thousands of Spider-Man comics, right? And as you know, the worst thing I said that was ever written was because I know the whole thing of Spider-Man, and I know his everything about him, right? So I know with great power, I know with great power there must come great responsibility. I know all that, right?
Right.
So you would never have someone that goes on the philosophy of with great power comes great responsibility to be with great power comes great irresponsibility and selfish and
there you go.
I want my Aunt May to live. Fuck my marriage of 21 years and fuck every single person in this universe because I'm a selfish cunt and I'm going to go against God and I'm going to make a deal with the devil. That would never happen, right? So for me, that was the first thing. I'm like, that's not Spider-Man, right? Now, there was other things like, okay, you could look past the fact that he shoots webs normally without the web shooter. I was against that, but I'm like, okay, right? But it wasn't until Endgame when he had the suit and he said kill mode. And just like Dan Slott, I'm like, fuck. He doesn't kill. Spider-Man doesn't kill. But now aliens, you're going to kill aliens? You don't kill, period.
Superheroes don't kill people.
Well, not that superheroes don't kill people. Spider-Man doesn't kill people.
Well, none of them did back in the day. It's just now recently.
I'm just saying Spider-Man doesn't kill people. Flat out. He's never killed.
The very first superhero that ever killed anybody was an accident, is when George Reeves puts two people who know his identity up on a stupid mountain and they try to climb down and they fall to their death. That was stupid.
But we're not talking about superheroes. I'm just talking Spider-Man in general, right? Like that.
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing, right? So they did that, and I'm like, oh, that's not.
Yeah.
Like my kids, I'm like, that's not.
That's not Spider-Man.
He doesn't do that, right? When they did that in a comic, again, I'm like, that's bullshit because he would never kill anybody. And then they undid it because they said that the person that he stopped was a vampire, immortal, and that he didn't kill him. It was just sent to his back to his thing, but like you can't kill him.
Yeah.
So they got out of that, saying that the first person Spider-Man killed, Morlun, right there. That's the guy that they killed him in the comics. No, he didn't, because he was a vampire. He was immortal, and he just, disintegrated, but he reformulated because he's whatever the fuck he is. So, but they almost got it.
How did you like where in the very first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, they changed continuity a little bit by he has webs coming out of his wrists instead
that's
of
what I was just
making
saying.
web
That's what I
shooters.
was just saying. I said I was against it originally, but I overlooked it because, again, what happened is they revealed in the comic, right, that
Mhm.
something was there that blocked
Mhm.
that from
Yeah.
happening, right? And when he fought this villain who was like a spider queen or whatever the fuck she was,
Yeah.
that she unlocked that ability. I don't know, whatever, and that he was
Um,
able to
it
shoot
was
the webs.
wasn't it in the cartoon Spider-Man where he met Madam Spider or whatever? She was like
I don't
wearing a
remember.
spider
I don't
costume
remember
or something.
Madam Web. I don't remember him having it in the animated, but I do know that in the like when I watched it. But I do know that
It was the
in
very last episode of the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon where he met Madam Web.
oh yeah, well
Hmm.
well I mean he met Madam Web for a whole seasons in animated.
Yeah.
Like she did a whole with the spider. Well, before the Spider
Oh,
Verse,
okay. I don't
but
remember it, but I do
but
remember an old woman in
I
a
just know that
spider costume.
James Cameron was behind that because James Cameron was originally supposed to do the Spider-Man movie, and then he moved on, but they kept his treatment that he shot the webs normally. And again, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man can do it. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man can't do it. Tom Holland's Spider-Man can't do it, but I think they're changing that to where he can. And the reason why they're doing that is because if it happens where
Are they
he,
recasting Spider-Man,
no,
or
I
is
think
that
it would make
the
sense that
last one?
it would make sense that why they would change it, because if he's not on Earth and then he runs out of web shooters, then he can't remake web shooters.
Right.
So to make it that he could just shoot it normally, that would make sense that they would just do that. You know,
How would
it,
you like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse,
I loved it.
the black
Well,
Spider-Man
okay,
kid?
so
What if
so
they
so
made him into live action?
well, okay, so let me talk about that because I was collecting the comics when Marvel tried to do a new universe, right? And they invented Miles Morales. But like the thing was, they killed Spider-Man in that universe, and then Miles Morales took over, right? I hated that. Okay, I hated it because to me, right, the whole point of building somebody is okay. You know how it's a bad analogy, probably, but you know how like when I did my podcast, right? And someone
Right.
wanted to become famous from me by destroying me to rise from my ashes, like they
Hmm.
tried to knock me down to rise. To to make Miles Morales rise from the death of Peter Parker, I felt was fucked up and would never work.
Hmm.
And because they did that, I never liked the character, period. Right? And I never accepted it. And even as time went on, I'm like, that's not his legacy. Like you calling him Spider
Right.
Man, he should never be called Spider Man. He should be called something else. And it got to be where everybody's just like Miles Morales. They don't call him Spider. It's like Miles Morales. You know who Miles Morales is? It's like Spider Man, but as himself, Miles Morales, right? So even at a point, the creator Brian Michael Bendis wanted to change it when he left and went to DC. And he says they're going to change him. Like, he wanted to have it where if he was going to continue, he would not be called Spider-Man anymore, be called something else. He got to be his own person, right? They even had a comic book where they had Miles Morales travel to the past. They even had a comic book where they had Miles Morales travel to the past, saw Peter Parker, whatever, and he said, I have no right to this legacy being called Spider-Man because this belongs to you, Peter Parker. And I need to find my own
You're using
way.
spiders' powers. You're using the webs and everything.
But listen, he could use webs, but he doesn't have to be Spider-Man. He could be something else. Like they've had like Venom or Scarlet Spider.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I like the kid as Spider-Man.
Well, I did enjoy his animated 2 movies that they had.
I love them.
Yeah. But anyway, what they did to him in the comics, I don't like. Turn him into
I didn't even like his. I don't remember his name like y'all do. I call him Spider-Man.
Miles Morales.
Yeah. I call him Spider-Man.
Yeah, well. See, the reason why I'm against that is because Marvel's new trend for the past, 10, 15 years, they confuse the shit out of people. No, they confuse the shit out of people, right? Because before, from Stan Lee and everybody, you had to be extra special. You have that extra special thing that you would become, right? Yeah, anybody could be, right? But the thing is, they had 4 Spider-Mans running around at one point. So if you want to distinguish,
they want every superhero to be women or
right.
Or
well, I think it was 3. It might have been 3 or 4. Right. They had. So I'm like, well, how do they distinguish who's who if they're both Spider-Man or 3 Spider-Man or 4 Spider-Man? You can't. What do you say? Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3. But there was Peter Parker that was Spider-Man at the same time as the same time as Doc Ock was Superior Spider-Man, the same time as Miles Morales was Spider-Man. So, like, how the fuck do you distinguish if you don't know his secret identity? Who the fuck is who, right? So that's why I was against that.
The guy who played Dr. Octopus in the movies, is he dead?
No. Alfred Molina just appeared again.
I would love to see him come back as Doc Ock.
He did.
He was great.
He did.
Again.
He probably is. Probably is.
He was my favorite Spider-Man.
That was a great movie. That was like the best movie Spider-Man 2. It was the best.
I never liked Green Goblin. I loved Doc Ock.
Yeah. I just want to add to this, and I know it's off topic, but I found out
we've been off topic for a long time.
I know this is supposed to be real. I know it's supposed to be the real Whovians, and I apologize. I gotta say, I almost broke down yesterday crying when I found out that Bruce Campbell has cancer, and he made an announcement yesterday. And
did he play Rocketeer?
Ash from Evil Dead. Evil Dead. Ash Williams. The zombie movies.
Did he play the Rocketeer?
No, he didn't. No.
Who played Rocketeer?
Ash. I don't care, but Bruce Campbell is Evil Dead. That's.
I'm trying to figure out who Bruce Campbell is.
Evil Dead movies, the zombie movies. Evil Dead, Army of Darkness.
I've never seen it.
Briscoe County Jr.
No.
Briscoe County Jr. Jack of all trades. Xena. Xena and Hercules show. You didn't watch him in it?
I've seen Xena, but
anyway, he's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite actors.
Okay, I know him. Yeah.
He was diagnosed with cancer, and he made an announcement yesterday.
But they said it's not the cancer that will kill him. They said it's treatable.
It said it's not the cancer that it could be
Oh
cured from.
wait, but not. It is
It can.
treatable, but not
It's
curable.
manageable. It's manageable, but it's not curable.
What kind of cancer does he have? Shit.
He. I mean, it's still cancer's cancer. I mean, it's just all right, but I just,
I, I
it's sad. It's sad that
I know it's
things
sad. It's very
things are
sad.
gonna
It would
change.
be
Things are
like
gonna.
if William Shatner when William Shatner dies, that will be a blow to me because he was
Right.
my favorite Star Trek
Mine
character of
too.
all time.
Mine too.
Um,
He was my favorite too. Um. So it just bothered me yesterday. I was really down in the dumps when I heard about it. So I wish
it's not
him the.
saying what kind of cancer it is. It just says he just says
I
to Variety, "I'm having one of those things. It's called a type of cancer that's treatable, not curable. I apologize
basically
if that's
it's gonna
shocking. It was to me too."
it's gonna take him out of commission from what he's doing, and he's gonna be getting treatment, and it's gonna mess him up, and he's gonna probably lose his hair. He's gonna be weak. He's gonna be not the same, and then he's gonna try to get
But
back to
I want
normal,
to know.
and then
I want to know what kind of cancer. Is it
it.
blood
I mean,
cancer or is it an
I
organ
I
cancer?
I, I think it's just irrelevant because it's obviously like it's gonna fuck him up. I mean, it's just it sucks.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like at this
I
point,
hate
it's like
that.
yeah, I know,
I hate it that he's
I know.
like this.
Me too. I wrote about cancer in my books, if you remember. So
Yeah.
my third book, I actually delayed the release of my book, and
I
it cost me money, but I just wanted to put those two things in there about cancer for my friend's mom that had cancer, like to try to motivate her to fight it. But
I
eventually she died
I,
anyway. But
I don't know if you allow people to promote their own works or something on your stream. That's what I wanted to ask.
I don't usually. I just like well, this is real Whovians, so I don't really. I know we're talking about
Mhm.
stuff not Doctor Who, which sometimes that happens, but I know it's been a while since I've been on here, so naturally, we talk about other stuff. But I don't usually. I mean, I have in the past, like I did like you know what it is? I did that in the past where I had an
Mhm.
author come on to promote their book, right? And then I got
Mhm.
burned from it because the person like bashed the shit out
Well,
of
let's
me,
say this. The next time you have an everything show,
right?
can you invite me so I can promote
We'll talk.
something?
Yeah, because again, this is Doctor Who, so it doesn't make
Okay.
sense, you know.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I mean, it got off topic. It happens, But it's only
Well,
because
let's get
people.
back on it.
Yeah, let's
Doctor
go with it.
Who in Marvel, is that a thing?
It was a
It
thing,
was.
but it's not a thing now.
Hmm.
Okay, so I've had this discussion about this already, and I've told my kids about this.
Have they ever had a Doctor Who comic book?
Well, let me explain this whole thing. Right,
Okay.
the Doctor is friends with Reed Richards,
Oh,
and
okay.
Reed Richards had adopted the Time Lord technology bigger on the inside for the building that they had the Fantastic Four in. Right.
Oh, okay.
Doctor Doom took the technology from the Doctor to create his time machine. So the time
Oh,
machine that Doctor Doom uses is the Time Lord's technology. And
oh.
Kang the Conqueror is a descendant of either Reed Richards or Doctor Doom or both houses combined, right?
Uh-huh.
So Kang the Conqueror's technology is the Time Lords. Technically,
Wow.
by that notion, from every iteration of their beginnings, the Disney Kang the Conqueror, time travel technology, and the TVA, all of that is from the Doctor's Time Lord's technology. Now, if they mentioned it, it would be a lawsuit because because Doctor is no longer a part of Marvel, right? Because of contracts and everything, right? But even when he wasn't a part of Marvel, the writers threw shit in there that they weren't supposed to. That, the Doctor's friends with Reed Richards still. But they never made it clear now that it's not that technology. But it is. That's what started. The moment they had Doctor Doom invent it was the Time Lord's technology. They had the Doctor fight Doctor Doom. It's my technology, my people's technology. Like, that's the Time Lord's, that's the Doctor's technology. Their whole thing about Doctor Doom and Kang is the Time Lord's technology.
All right, let me ask you a question because I may have forgotten it. The Time Lords, what are their species called?
Gallifrey. The Gallifreyans.
Gallifreyans. That's what I figured.
The Gallifreyans.
Because of planet Gallifrey. Did they ever find Gallifrey after the three doctors hit it? In that special?
Yeah. They had Peter Capaldi's
They did find it.
Peter Capaldi's doctor was punished by the Time Lords into being put into the confession dial where they tortured him for billions of years, which was only really a couple minutes of his time, because they wanted to know the secret of the hybrid, which they found out the hybrid was when him and Clara would come together, it would cause the destruction of the universe or some bullshit, whatever it was. So that's why it was a thing to keep them apart or whatever. But like, that's the whole thing, is that they brought the Time Lords back. Like, they said that the Time Lords left the pocket universe and they went to the end of the universe, the end of time, and hid there. When Chris Chibnall tried to do his thing, he tried to say that they were still in the pocket universe because he never watched it. So he had no fucking idea that they were at the end of time. Because they also revealed that they gave the Doctor new regenerations, but then in essence, it's really that they unlock. So the whole thing is, it's what I said on the Whovians cast, that it was a political thing, that they put term limits, like Office. They put term limits that the Time Lords could regenerate to a certain point. They put the thing about term limits because they didn't want people to regenerate forever. When they went to war with the Daleks in the Time War, they lifted that rule, and that's why the woman Time Lord said they're dying over and over and over again, and regenerating and dying, fighting the Daleks endlessly, because there is no limit to the regeneration energy. They keep regenerating forever. So that is when all these people came back. Rassilon came back. They restored his regenerations. He became the leader again because of the Time War. So the Doctor had his regenerations either given some or just unlocked. So now he can technically regenerate indefinitely.
Good. Now, if they ever, permanently, when they permanently cancel Doctor Who, God forbid, I want them, the last episode, he destroys the Daleks, the Cybermen, all these villains. That way Earth can be free of all this.
Are you talking about Doomsday?
No, I'm talking about the end of if they cancel Doctor Who permanently.
He already did that. He did that already.
He already destroyed all the Daleks and Cybermen?
In the finale of series 2, right? He put all the Daleks and the Cybermen in the void. and then Rose Tyler went into a different universe, if you remember. That was that until anything else came afterwards. That was the end of the Daleks and the Cybermen. Now they did come back after, but that they did that.
Well, that's what I mean.
We did
Permanently
it already.
in,
Wow.
like with Picard, he ended the Borg completely. That's
First,
what I
first
want
of all,
them to do for
see the
Doctor
Borg.
Who.
The point is that the Borg were invented way after in Star Trek history, but the Daleks have been with
Yeah, I
the
know.
Doctor since the beginning, and so is the
Yeah,
Cybermen. So you couldn't take them. That's like saying you're gonna have Doctor Who without the TARDIS. The Doctor without TARDIS. They've been part of Doctor Who. The Daleks have been part of Doctor Who since the beginning, and same thing with the Cybermen,
yeah,
right? So you can never take that
yeah.
away because then
The
you would be
first
hurting the
Doctor. Yeah,
show. You'd be hurting the show. You
yeah.
can't eliminate that. Even for a story that would hurt the show. And K Rain, Joe had to walk 2 miles to watch Doctor Who. No, I never did. I watched it on my TV, so I don't know what that means. But
I'm rewatching Doctor Who from the beginning with my friends that have a YouTube channel, and we're watching the very first Doctor.
okay, I watched everything that I could possibly that was out.
I watched. I've already seen all of Doctor Who, first Doctor, second Doctor, third Doctor.
Did you see any of the new stuff?
Yeah, I saw the first new Doctor. Uh, what's his name that quit
Shooty
after
Gatwa?
one season? No, no,
Oh,
the first
Christopher Eccleston.
Doctor.
Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah,
Christopher Eccleston.
I saw him all the way through the first
David
season
Tennant.
of uh no, the woman,
Jodie Whittaker.
Jodie Whittaker, and then I
Okay.
stopped.
Oh, so you didn't see anything after that? Okay.
No, because I was disgusted by the writing and everything.
Well, let me ask you a question. How would, if you didn't see anything to do with Shooty Gatwa's doctor, how would you know he's not a good
Yeah,
doctor? But how would you know
I'm
if you
not
didn't watch
saying
it?
I'm not
Right,
saying he's not a good doctor. I'm
right,
saying that I didn't like that they made him gay and they made it
right.
him a different race.
Well,
A
that's
black.
understandable. Right.
Why not made Doctor Who black in the first place? I
Because
don't like
he
any.
doesn't
I don't like
control the.
any franchise. I don't like any franchise that changes something from the very first time you create something. Put it in there instead of later on you put it in there. It's
But
stupid.
but Doctor Who was invented by a woman, and Doctor Who, they've always had a thing that they talked about in the
Wait a
80s.
minute. Doctor Who was created by a woman?
I mean, it was not. It was like she was Sydney. What was it? Variety and a woman was like the producer or something. She was part of that from the very beginning. Like she was
I thought it
controlling
was the
Doctor.
guy who
It was a
who
guy and a
created
girl.
Blake Seven.
It was the fuck. It was what was it? Cindy. God damn it! It's
I thought the guy who
Cindy
created Blake
Newman.
Seven created Doctor Who.
Variety Lambert and Cindy. What the fuck? Hold on.
Then why not
Now,
make Doctor Who a woman then?
let me. What I'm saying is that they said because he's an alien back then. Tom Baker, they asked him, and he said in the fucking 80s that the Doctor could be a woman. They didn't do it, but they said he could be. So it was never that it wasn't. It just because we didn't see it on the film doesn't mean that wasn't the intention. Because it was always
Okay, that makes sense then.
it always was the intention that he's an alien. That's why when you saw Christopher
Well, I
Eccleston,
haven't seen all of Tom, whatever you said name.
well,
I haven't
let
seen
me
all of
explain.
his.
Let me explain. When you watch Christopher Eccleston regenerate into David Tennant, he made a statement to
Hmm.
Rose Tyler that he can't control the regeneration energy, and that even though he was joking around, he wasn't joking around because he said, I could be a dog. I could be a dog with no noses. Wouldn't that be funny? A dog with no noses. He can't control it. So, like, he could become a woman. He could become black. He could become Asian. He could become like, and
I thought
as
he was
far,
kidding. I didn't know he was literate.
well, in the pandemic, when everybody was home, Russell T. Davis has established that a future doctor became like a lion creature, like an alien. Like I guess, like it's not just localized to human races. It was like there's a race of lions or something or whatever, or there's cat people, there's lions.
Mm.
So like the doctor becomes like a lion creature, like walking around, but as a lion doing whatever. And that another doctor's a samurai, right? So like a female samurai. So like they said flat out always that he can't control, like some Time Lords could control it, right? And they went to school for it and classes with it. He could never control it, and most of the time he got sick from it for some reason, right? Um,
Yeah.
so it was established that he could always do that. It just was never shown. So that's not the
Right.
case, though. No, it's not the case that the doctor has to be white and British, even though
Okay.
I
Well,
mean
that explains because I never understood it. Why are they doing that unless you explain it? And
because
apparently they explained it, and I
because the
missed it.
reason why they're doing it is because in the past we've evolved as human beings. There was slavery, then there was no slavery, right? Then there's racism, then there's no, then something you got to
I
phone
have
call.
to go. I'm sorry,
Hi,
man.
hi.
I,
Lee just dropped. Hi, bro. We evolved. We evolved as human beings, and like everybody's created equal. That's the point. So, like, the doctor could be any race. The doctor could be anything. He's an alien. It's not limited to certain things. Now, yes, people don't like change. Like when it first happened that they announced that the doctor was female, I was against it. But when I saw that she was qualified for the role, I loved it. And I loved Jodie Whittaker, and I supported Jodie Whittaker. I wasn't supportive of the writing, but I was supportive of Jodie Whittaker. I realized that I was wrong, right? And I did like Jodie Whittaker as doctor. And the fact that the pandemic happened proved that she gave a shit about the fans, even fans that bashed the shit out of her, because for free, she tried to put the kids' minds at ease when they were scared with the pandemic and everything. And she filmed from her fucking house in her fucking pantry in her closet. And she got dressed as the doctor. She acted like the doctor. And she wanted everybody to know that regardless of whatever was going on, that she's the doctor. She's going to figure it out. Things are going to be okay. Whatever the bad things the kids were going through, and they were getting traumatized, and they were scared of the world and the pandemic and the virus, and is everybody going to die, and all these different things happen. She wanted to let everybody know it's going to be okay. We're going to be okay. And she even won me over more than she already has, because she didn't have to do that. She wasn't in contract to do that. She was doing it because she was a mother, you know. Hey,
I had a phone call, and I can't answer the phone when I'm on a live stream.
that's okay.
It's
I
kind of
wanted
crazy.
I wanted to add something that you didn't hear me say. Um, when we went through the pandemic, right, and
Hmm.
the world was petrified over this virus, right,
Right.
and everybody was stuck at home, and the movies weren't being filmed, and nothing was being filmed, and everybody was just had to learn to be a family together, and kids were scared. Jodie
Yeah.
Whittaker. Wait, let me say what I gotta say. Jodie Whittaker, from her house, not being paid to do so, dressed up like
Hmm.
the doctor, and did these things that as the doctor to try to make kids feel comfortable that
Forgive me. You're going to hear something. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I can mute you.
No, I'm sorry. I
Okay.
just had to get some ice.
Jodie Whittaker, like, because she was concerned with children, that
Right.
kids were scared, right? She's a mother at the end
Right.
of the day, right? So she's being
Oh,
a
okay. I didn't
mother.
know that.
Yeah, she's a mother. So she, at the end of the day, was concerned for kids and her own fans. And she dressed up like the doctor in her house and filmed her own thing and said what she had to say as the doctor to try to make the kids feel, look, with everything going crazy in the world, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You're going to be okay. I'm the doctor. I'm going to figure it out, but you're going to figure it out, right? And she did that
That's
without a
sweet.
paycheck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She did that without a paycheck. She did that without
Yeah.
being told to do it. She did that on her own because she gave a fuck about the fans. No one
Yeah.
told her she had to do it. She did it on her own. The moment
Mm-hmm.
she did that, that kind of opened the door where everybody started doing shit. Like Russell T. Davis came
Right.
back and did a fucking thing, and Moffat came back and did a thing. And they were all like doing Doctor Who, and it's like, oh shit, that started a whole goddamn thing to where probably why Russell T. Davis came back to begin with, and Moffat and everybody. So that they realized, as much as they said they would never return, they are returning because they love Doctor Who, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I had a newfound respect for Jodie Whittaker, and I would have thought that people would have also, but they didn't. But whatever, at the end of the day, she won me over even more, right?
Right.
And Shooty Gatwa, I like him. I look, I may not be, I may be straight, right? But I understand, like, okay, right? But he cares too about the role
Mm-hmm.
because if he didn't give a fuck about the role, right?
Mm-hmm.
He left already, right? He was on a fucking talk show with Jamie Lee Curtis, and they asked him, and he says he misses it, and if it was up to him, he would fight a Dalek. Maybe he'll go do that as the Doctor. Maybe he'll come back and fight a Dalek one day. So to me, he gave a shit. Despite, look, it's a thing where there's a lot of things going on, right? And what happens is people are trying to make their opinions a reality, right? So if they don't like Shooty Gatwa, they have to find fault to the audience on why he's a terrible doctor. So now things are not going to make sense because of their opinion, because it's an opinion, right? So they're going to say, he's a horrible actor. What has he done? Well, what has Tom Baker done before? Doctor who was a construction worker, right? What is like, like you can't use that argument. It's like
My internet went dead for a second. Sorry.
That's all right. So like what I was saying was with Shooty Gatwa, like people don't like him, right? For whatever reason, people that talk about Doctor Who, they don't like Shooty Gatwa, right? So now they try to go to their audience, right, from their podcast and their group, and they're trying to show how he's a horrible actor because they don't like him. Not that it's an open mind that not that it's an open mind that they don't like him, but because they don't like him, they have to make their audience not like him, or they have to show why he's a shitty doctor according to them, and it doesn't hold water.
Let me please explain. I am not hating Shooty Gatwa. I don't hate people. I don't hate the actor. I think he's a brilliant actor. And I am not hating him because he's gay or the character is gay. I am hating that they are changing character from established character. I cannot hate gays since I am gay.
You're gay?
So, yes.
Okay.
And I would never hate anyone who is gay.
Okay. Makes sense.
I just don't like it where franchise people, when they bring somebody into the franchise to run it, they put their spin, that's fine, but don't destroy canon and established characters.
I agree with that.
But I have nothing against Shutagawa or him being gay. How can I hate someone who's gay when I'm gay myself?
Right. Makes sense. That's true. Listen,
So anyone listening,
I agree with you. Like, even the sense
the
of also,
homophobe. No, I'm not.
who said that? Who said that? Who said that? I don't see anything in the chat. Someone said something to you like that? Where did they say that?
I'm just saying, if anybody says that,
I'm
who
looking at the chat right now. Nobody's
this.
saying shit. Nobody's saying
No,
shit
no,
about
no,
that.
no, 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 no. I'm saying this live for anybody who watches it on replay. You see,
Okay.
I just
Look,
want it clear for replay that I am gay. I do not hate anybody, period, and I don't hate Shutagawa or the woman. I can never remember her name.
Jodie Whittaker.
Jodie Whittaker. I loved her in that crime series you and Scott got me to watch.
Right.
Before she got Everwood or whatever it's called. That British show. I loved her in that. I think she's a brilliant actress. I just wish they would stick with canon instead of destroying canon. And I'm not talking about just Doctor Who. I'm talking about every series.
Well, I agree. Like I said, Spider-Man doesn't kill people. Batman doesn't shoot people. Like,
that's right.
I agree. And again, with the whole thing of what I don't agree with is, like, let me give you an example. We know that the Doctor always loved women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not a homophobe either. I as long as you're happy, whatever you do, that's fine with me. I don't care. I'm happy that you're happy. That's the as long as a human being is happy, whatever choice they make, I'm happy, regardless of what my religion is. Right?
Exactly.
And by the way, in the Bible also, it basically there's no bullshit in there about that bullshit too. Because if you really look deep in the Bible, you could see. But anyway, because I studied it a lot, by the way. But anyway,
the only one who does say something against homosexuality is Paul.
Well, let me just. I don't want to get into. I don't want to start doing a religion.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm just letting you know.
All I'm going to say is that
right
when the Doctor was a woman, what did she like? Women still.
Women.
Right? Mm-hmm. But it wasn't that she was gay. Is that the Doctor always loved women. So now the Doctor becomes a woman. The Doctor listen, there is no this is what
the Doctor's
this is
still in love with women.
Listen, this is what pisses me off, right? With my enemies of other podcasts, right? The Doctor didn't change his sexual preference just because he became a woman, because he always loved women.
Right.
So he's not gay. Because if you think that the Doctor's going to start liking men because he's a woman, you're fucking retarded. In my mind. Right? That's a fucking I'm sorry, I'm going to use the word because we're allowed to use the word again. That's fucking retarded. Right? Because like that doesn't make sense. That because because she's a woman that he's going to have to like men? No. The Doctor always liked women. Now, here's the thing. Whatever way you want to explain it, Russell was trying to say that with the regeneration energy, you don't fucking know. Like that maybe disincarnation may be gay. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm against that because that goes against the foundation of being gay. Because if you're gay, you were always gay. Right?
Right.
You don't just become gay. Right? Technically? I don't know.
I say it like this to defend myself. I dated women back in the day, and I technically don't think I was in love with any of them. And now I don't want
to get personal too much, but like you said, you're gay, which I didn't know that about you, right?
Yes. I
Are you
just
bi?
came out gay.
Just recently?
Yes, this year
That
because
that I that I wasn't aware of that. Then.
I
Yeah.
I literally
Well, I
found
didn't know
I
you were
met
married either.
re, I re-met an old classmate that I when I was a kid I thought we were just best friends, but I'm in therapy for
Were
an
you still
accident
married?
that I was in.
Oh,
No,
oh, I'm
we
sorry.
we were never married technically. We were married in the eyes of the Lord, and we split up.
Oh,
We
I didn't know that either. I'm sorry.
we just didn't. We just fell out of love. I don't even know if I was in love with her. To tell you the truth, Matrix Lord.
But didn't you change your name to with her name in it? Like
No,
right now?
no,
Oh,
she never changed her name.
no, not that she
And
never changed her name. Like you have Leanna.
yeah, I changed it back to Brother J.
Oh, okay. On Facebook it says. Okay,
And
gotcha. All right.
now Facebook, I'm allowing her to stay on there until she can.
Listen,
She has
it
technical issues,
no, all this stuff I
and
was asking you, I was just asking because I know you for years, and you
right,
know what, I've been doing my thing, you've been doing your thing, we're catching up, right? So I'm like, oh,
yeah.
when I didn't know you were married, but then you're not, whatever. And then now I didn't know any of this, so I'm just getting caught up with one of my members. So that's
I
not
met,
me being
I re-met a classmate that apparently I did have feelings for when I was a teenager, about 12,
okay.
13 years old. And it has just blossomed, and we are now together officially.
Oh, good.
So
God bless you. Very good. As
thank you.
long as you're happy, that
I
doesn't
am
matter.
the
We
happiest I've ever been in my entire life. So
good.
I know it's true love.
Look, like I said, as much as people try to make some bullshit about me, right? I've never
Hmm.
discriminated against anybody here. We've had many members. We even had transgender member. Every type of
Yes,
member we could think of, because we're all equals in my eyes. So you want
exactly.
to talk about Doctor Who? We're going to talk about Doctor Who. It doesn't fucking matter what we are.
That's right.
We're talking about Doctor Who, and that's fucking me.
Oh God, I just got a text message just now. Y'all pray for Twin Oaks Baptist Church. Lost lost a founding member.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. She's with her husband now, but man, that's
Oh,
a hit in the heart.
I'm very sorry.
I knew it was
Yeah,
coming. We all knew it was coming. She was on
right.
hospice,
Wow.
and just yesterday they said that she lost the use of her legs, so I knew it was
Oh,
coming.
God. Wow. I'm so sorry.
So please
Sorry
be
for the
with the Mayo family,
rest in peace.
please.
Rest in peace, and say a prayer and
Yes.
to the family out there with my respect. And
Nobody wishes
oh,
evil upon anybody unless you are evil yourself. We don't want
yeah, you
anyone
never.
to suffer like that. And this family is a very close family, and they're going through now a bad tragedy. So,
Oh, I'm sorry.
oh
I'm
God.
sorry. I just got another member of the Whovians just reached out to me. Okay.
How
So
is
like,
the How's the old cast? I know I asked you this the last time I was on.
okay, so like I had said to everybody, like I went off and did my thing, and I went on my health thing, and I just have improved my health dramatically.
Yeah,
I did blood work, I did all kinds of work. I'm doing better than ever, and
yeah, I've been praying for you.
actually somehow, literally, my body has regenerated to where stuff that wasn't possible is possible. Thank
He's a
you.
doctor, everybody. He's a
So I
doctor.
don't
He's
know how it's
regenerating.
possible that I was able to overcome certain things, but My lifespan
Prayers
is,
answered, brother. Prayers
of
answered. That's
course.
how.
And again,
I've been,
of course.
I have had I have had 73 churches praying for you.
Now, I've always said my family has been always massively religious, right? And we had ties with the church, so much so that before my sister was born, the Pope would summon my father, and my father would have to go to the Vatican. And we'd have like why was that happening, right? Like my family had close ties to the Catholic Church. And
Right.
it's been rumored that, we were crusades defending whatever, and we were part of the church and whatever. Now it recently came out. Okay, so let me give a little context to you. My birthday passed on 2/12, February 12th, right?
Mm-hmm.
On my birthday,
Happy birthday, by the way.
thank you. On my birthday, I got a death threat, and I got a whole bunch of threats made on my birthday.
You don't want me to come after you guys.
No, wait. I'm going to explain. So, no one knew this though, and they were kind of concerned why I was quiet on my birthday when I was planning all these streams. The one event scared the shit out of my family, especially Sharon, because the person wanted it clear that, like, he's watching me and Sharon and could just come out of the shadows, boom, and do something, right? Petrified people in my family. I was pissed.
Nobody messes with my friends or family.
I was pissed, but I could see the concern. So I didn't film that much, not because I wanted to, because I wanted to film, but it was hurting.
Does anybody see how mad I am right now?
Well, wait. It gets better. So the person was claiming that they're the people that tried to break me last year when they made AI of my dead mom and dad and did pornographic shit on YouTube. Yeah. We went through this whole thing already. I don't know if you're aware of that. So I got YouTube to take this. I got YouTube to take this piece of shit down, right? And the person that was doing all of this, or group, had said that I'm a stupid American peasant. And it was concerning Doctor Who, that they said that Doctor Who didn't belong to me because I'm a stupid American peasant.
It doesn't belong to anybody except the owners of Doctor Who.
And they wanted me to stop. They threatened to leak all information about me, dox me, whatever. And I wouldn't stop talking about Doctor Who. And they done everything. They flagged my channel. They did everything they could possibly do, even break me showing my dead mom reanimated and all that other stuff. I got them removed, and they kept, besides calling me a stupid American peasant, they called me a low cow. Now, I didn't know what a low cow meant, right? They pretended to be a low cow. Now, again, I didn't know. It was ironic that after I went through this, the real low cows contacted me about my gaming. And it turns out that they're famous YouTubers and everything, right? Like big time, whatever, right? But forget about that. The point is, recently, my family had invested in trying to solve mysteries about our lineage.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that on my mother's side of the family, I believe, not my father's, which my father's is a huge thing connected with the Catholic Church, by the way, right? Okay. On my mother's side of the family, I'm called Matrix Lord 212. That's my name for YouTube, and that's really like our name, like my real name, right? That's what I've adopted as my name, and I have the rights to my name,
that's
right?
What I call you.
Technically, I really am a lord, Because I am related to King Henry VIII, which
Your Majesty.
I'm also related to Charlemagne, which was an ancestor of King Henry VIII. And if you know who Charlemagne was, he was like the
He
first
almost
Roman
conquered the world.
emperor and he basically
Hmm. Hmm.
did the whole Catholic Church thing, you know. So
Yeah.
like, so here's the interesting thing: my mother's side of the family. So technically, I'm more of a right to Doctor Who if you're going to go by classification system. I'm fucking more British and royal than fucking any of them. And you're telling me I'm a
Good.
stupid fucking American peasant.
The
Ah,
question, did these people get punished? Did they get stopped? And
okay,
have they attacked you again
okay.
recently?
Here's the thing.
Because
And I
I
made a
need to know.
whole, well, I made a whole bunch of videos today. And I'm going to repeat them for you because you probably didn't see them.
No.
Many have tried, and every single one of them have failed that tried to break me, destroy me, whatever.
Oh, I know in the past, yeah.
And again, I thank God that it's because of him, obviously, that my body chemistry is defied medical fucking thing, that I passed certain things and was healed from
Yeah.
certain things. So it's because of him. But it's a weird, he's got a sense of humor that just turns out that
I just
I,
I just told somebody yesterday that God has a sense of humor. If you want to know, want to have proof, He made man.
right. Well, but like the thing is, it's like I was told that I'm in the history books where there's a thing, right? Like they have a whole thing about tracing the family tree. That there's
Hmm.
33 people ahead of me, and if they just as something happened, they all died,
If they all died,
I would be fucking king. Now I don't listen. I don't believe in the classification system. I never did. I always believed in equal, right? But now that it brings up related to this fucking asshole, yes, I am fucking royalty. I'm related. I'm more British than you could fucking possibly imagine, and I have more right to talk about Doctor Who than fucking you ever fucking imagined. So fuck
you want
off.
to know the truth?
Fuck off.
I always believed that there was a little bit of British in you just by the way you look and the way you talk a little bit. There's a
Now,
little hint in the back.
now that's my mom's side of the family. My dad's side of the family
Uh-oh.
is such a connection with the Catholic Church that was summoned by the Pope before my sister was born. Like flat out, fly out.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, numerous times, had
Yeah.
picture with the Pope. Was like, and again, my father, um, like my whole father's side of the family was ridiculously religious. That's why they had all the saints. They had a million rosaries. I had to go to religious instructions. Like I had to like studying the Bible. Besides going to public school, I had to go to separate church, separate school just for religious instructions, studying the Bible, everything. The church wanted me to go down the route of like altar boy and then brother and then priest, and my father was like, no. Like the whole point was is that whatever tied my family was to the church, like they wanted what they wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my father, like whatever went on with my ancestors, like, and again, there's also the thing too that God had gifted me being like psychic too, right? Where I could see things, right? So, which I kind of worry about that sometimes because it gets me into like crazy things. But um, I don't know what my ancestors did. Like you're talking about, we were knights, we were fucking defending the church. Like we don't know if there was fucking monsters. We don't know what the fuck happened in the past. We weren't around for it. We don't
Right.
know. But anyway, when I was little, the one thing I was told was that all that evil shit was real. Like fucking demons and fucking hell and all that shit. So naturally, the one thing that scared me would be the Exorcist movie or any movie that had to do with demons or reincarnation because it was against my religious beliefs, basically, right? And again, I had like my first panic attack from like a certain movie, like because it had to do with that. Right now, of course, as I got older, I could watch all that shit. I could watch the Exorcist, right. But because my family was so ridiculously into religion, like we were literally that tied with my father went against that because he's like, you're the last of your kind. You're the last with the name. You have to carry down the name or else our family is done. Right. And that was like an Italian thing, right? The whole Italian heritage of that.
It's the same way with my dad. He wanted me to.
It was it's Italian, right? So it's like all, you have to, that's the whole thing is destiny and shit, like whatever. And my family was all like treating me like goddamn royalty, even though whatever. But, and that was the always thing was like I was spoiled. I was always whatever. But I learned my lessons with different things. But my father gave me everything he could. My mother was like a saint. And, on my mom's side of the family, they were religious, but not like my dad's side of the family. That was like beyond belief. And,
I have a unique lineage too. My grandmother got a birthday, not card, but message from Rose Kennedy, the mother of President John F. Kennedy. Rose Kennedy paid for a company to do her husband's lineage, a family tree. Well, apparently my grandmother is a cousin of John F. Kennedy's dad.
Nice.
And when she found out, she asked her dad, not her dad, her husband, to try to find out where my grandmother lived. And she found the address, and she also found out that it was near her birthday, and she sent a birthday message to my grandmother and told her all about this.
Wow.
And we still have that letter today. Wow. My cousin has it in his wife's photo album. We still have it. We are related to the Kennedys.
Very nice.
I am.
You probably got that Kennedy look, actually.
I'm probably not even. You know how blood thins. I'm probably not even related, but just a tiny bit, and that's it. I'm probably the last.
All right. Now, like I talk sometimes a lot about my childhood, and I don't know if it's the psychic thing in me, but when I was little, I always knew that I was going to have two children, two boys, Joseph and Anthony, when I was like in kindergarten for some reason.
Wow.
So I thought my kids are going to be Joseph and Anthony. I'm going to write a book. This was when I was in kindergarten. I thought this. And lo and behold, it obviously came true. But it's weird. It's just, but you know what? Went through a lot in my life. And the whole point is that live and let live, right?
Right.
This thing that this person's doing, he's doing it because it's a television show, and he thinks he owns it, like because he lives there where it was created.
So he's still attacking you?
Okay, well, wait a minute. My point is that he's so fucking stupid because he thinks because I'm living in America and I'm born in America. He's so fucking dumb to not know that my lineage goes back to his own fucking country.
Send me every information you can about this person.
I'm not.
Messenger.
listen, I don't want
I'll destroy this person.
you. Listen, I'm aware,
You
and I'm
don't
also
know.
aware. No, well,
I can't
okay,
tell you anything except that I have friends in high places that will stop
bro.
this.
I'm Italian. I know what you're saying, and I also, but I am
I'm
not. Listen,
Irish.
I am an agent of the light, and I joke around about that, but I'm serious. I don't want anyone, even
I'm not going to
even
go into. I'm not going
yeah,
to go into detail. But
I
Leanna had an identity theft
okay,
on her 3 times
okay.
by the
I
same person.
also
And
okay.
she finally told me about it, and I got rid of the dude.
Listen, I'm just gonna leave it at okay. I also have connections, and I also have family, and I also understand. I had the one side of my family that my uncle was a detective that caught the son of Sam killer, and I have the other side of my family that basically is connected more so than you think with certain things of Italian culture. So, like, I'm well aware. Thank you. I'm okay. I don't, this, you have to understand that, and people don't fucking get it, right? When I was 5, right, someone tried to kill my father in front of my fucking house. Like, had the mafia try to kill my fucking father when I was 5. Okay? And
Mhm.
didn't fucking happen, obviously, because my father
Connection.
fucking was with them or knew them or whatever the fuck was connected at one point with them. So, like, this idiot that tried to do that was over a fucking parking spot. And when they found out that their best fucking buddy, they were sent to fucking, and they didn't know, that was the end of that jerk off that fucking, like, tried to pull that shit over a parking spot. See, my father put all that aside. Like, and he was in the military. He was in the war, Vietnam War. In order for him and my mother, like, he had all that stuff had to stop. Before that, when he was with Italian culture, he had to get rid of that, right? He had to get rid of the fucking military thing. And he just went into the brokerage firm in Wall Street and did that. And I'm born, okay? But if that shit didn't happen, I probably would have been born, right? But it was promised to my mother before they got married. You know, that's it. This is the life. The wife and
Yeah.
him and family. And that's it. And
Yeah.
it would never work if he was still with that, because then that could never be. Right? So
Right.
my mom said flat out, if that's going to be the life that you're going to continue, we're not going to be, whatever. Okay? So, and it was allowed that he was able to just not be part of that anymore, you know,
Mhm.
but he knew everybody. So again,
These people are going to learn that
listen,
they're
God will
going to
stop it.
learn
I don't
that
have to worry about that.
my friends are protected.
Listen,
And
I
if they
believe in
want to
God.
try me, it'll be the worst thing they ever did.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not a
Because
saint. Okay, like
let's
I get
just say
temper too.
this person will never get his identity back.
Listen, I get a temper too, and sometimes as much as I want to be Mr. Nice, Mr. Nice, Mr. Nice, I'm to a point where I'm the fucking worst thing you've ever imagined. Like, I could be your greatest friend, but I could be even a better enemy. Like, I've been that way, and
Sean,
again, I'm not. Look,
this,
I'm all about.
Joe,
Yeah.
this dude that went after Leanna, when my friends and connections got through with him, let's just say he was never born technically,
Hmm.
because there's no record of him ever being born now.
Listen,
And he
I'm
is
not
trying
scared.
everything he can to get back his life, and it's going to take him a long time to do it.
Listen,
Don't fuck with an Aldridge.
right.
You're going to wish you had died when I get through with you.
And also too, like, as much as I'm trying to be nice and peaceful, and I also could get to that point where just
This
people
dude
know.
literally said he has destroyed me. I wish I had never been born.
Listen, do you know what happened to me after that? Do you know what happened to
Mm-hmm.
me after I went through that
Mm-hmm.
with this guy and getting all his YouTube channels removed, and then he vanished,
Yes,
right? I was
but
happy
Joe,
after that,
on
right?
on your show yesterday, you said that you were so tired of this person attacking you and flagging you on your games and stuff.
Correct. But
I
then,
can
wait,
help you.
I understand that, but here's the thing. I went through all that. I went through being hacked. I went through actually meeting the locals for real, appearing on their shows, different things. Today is a brand new day. And I don't know
Good.
what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck happened when I woke up, but I'm like 100% fucking restored myself, like confident, like you wouldn't fucking believe, right?
It's the Holy Spirit around you. It's God.
All I know
You
is
just you just described the Holy Spirit around you.
I could go out today, and if the person was right next to me,
You wouldn't care.
let's go, you fucking prick. Like honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like literally, like you're not gonna stop me from what I want to do. But
Good.
pray you don't fucking piss me the fuck off. Honestly, like you know,
Yeah.
that's the whole point. Okay, that and people know when they've been enemies with me, I've been a fucking. Oh my god, you don't want that, and that could get even worse.
Nightmare.
Like just not, do not. You know, so that's the whole fucking
I
point. Do not.
At some point you yourself, and I'm talking about anybody in the world, you have to at some point say enough is enough and start fighting back.
I know,
And
but
if
here's the
you're
thing.
like someone like me that fights dirty,
Listen,
I'll
there's a
always win.
reason. There's a reason. He knows
Hey darling, how you doing?
why I'm healed. He did it. So
Yeah,
would
God did.
that honor? Wait. Would that honor him to all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden be a goddamn fucking villain and start
No,
fucking this person up? No.
no.
And I understand. Let me tell you something. I know what he did, and I know he healed me, God, and
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
how is that repaying him? Like to be a fucking dick now
No,
because of this person and
no,
fucking this
it
person up.
isn't.
If I could, even if I could, why would I? Right? No. Leave
Right,
it in his
right.
hands. That's it. Fine. I'm nothing today can break me fucking down. Nothing. So yeah,
I
okay.
love your spirit. I love the way you're thinking because
I made
sometimes
videos today, and I
I,
said, you know what?
when I get
Listen,
so mad, I forget that I'm a Christian.
listen. Let me tell you something. If you're my friend and you love me, right?
And I
Then
do.
you wouldn't want to change me.
No,
And if I had
I
friends
don't.
that did want to change me, all right, my attitude's different today, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm strong today. I'm strong today, right? I
That's the
made videos
spirit in
today,
you.
and I'm like, to those people that my friends that really weren't really acting friendly, right? That tried to stop me from writing books, go fuck yourself, right? I said, for those of you that fucking me with my gaming, go fuck yourself. To the fucking troll fucker that tried to stop me talking about Doctor Who, go fuck yourself. And that was the whole thing today. That was the whole thing today. And oh, don't play this and don't play that, and your health, and you
Right.
look ugly, and you're this. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. Okay? I'm going to play what
I
I
am.
want to play when I play it. I'm going to be number
There you
one,
go.
and nobody's going to fucking stop me. I don't give a fuck.
And I always support you on your platinums and everything.
Thanks.
Now I am soon going to get a computer on my own. I'm going to start live streaming myself,
Good.
and
Good.
I want you. I already have my very first interview person that I want to interview. She's like a daughter to me, and
Okay.
That was one of the things that I wanted to promote because she needs the help. I want to interview you.
You can. Absolutely. I fully support my members.
Oh,
You're
and
my member, a real Hogan.
I saw one of your books at Target last month.
You know, it's so weird, but you would think that I would know where my books are. I have no idea. And I something's going on where I'm not making money,
That
obviously, from it, but somehow.
there was only three on the shelf, and I asked the lady. I said, "How many books did y'all get
You
of this
gotta
thing?"
somehow listen to me. Somehow, some
You know
way.
what
I don't
she
know how.
said?
What?
She said, "There's some books in the back of this person that's different than this book."
You
I said,
gotta get me a picture, man. I want it. I gotta get a picture
"If
because
I get back to
I've never.
Monroe, I will take a picture of it."
Somehow, I need a picture. Like I just want to see it because I've never seen it in a Target.
Well, see, my camera does. I don't know what's wrong with my phone unless
Mm,
it's old, which it is. It's 5 years old, and you know how cell phones are made.
right.
They want you to buy a new cell phone every
Oh, I
two
know.
years
It's
or
that's
so.
bullshit. I know. Yeah.
My my camera and my microphone will sometimes not work at all. And
Right.
that day, my
I know.
camera did not want to work.
No, I know. Well, when you do get you somehow get a picture for me because like it's
I
always
will.
nice to know. It's always nice to know that like my books are somewhere. You know.
Yes.
But and yes, there will be a sequel to this. Well, more books
Hmm.
than the last book right here,
It's
Twist of Hate.
the one that I saw is the one that I bought from you.
Okay.
Light
Would
the
you
light blue one.
what this one?
Yep, that's
This,
it. Perfect wish. That's the
oh
one.
wow. Cool.
This friend that I think of as a daughter, I was the very first person to buy her book. I was the
Hmm,
first person to buy her merch.
nice.
I and I have written songs. I have written 4 songs,
Oh,
and they're on her channel
nice.
because it's my words. Sometimes she helps me with a sentence or a word I'm looking
Hmm.
for, and I'll give her co-credit on the song. But she puts it to a SUNO AI generator, song
Okay.
generator, and it does the music and the voice. And we are getting some good hits with
Good.
my music. And she does music her own.
I gotta say,
Dude,
I have a very nice
you
family
need
that I have a lot of musicians and different
let
people
me
that
I
do.
don't want to say her name on
No, tell me
air
off here.
because of
No.
your
Yeah.
attackers,
Yeah.
but
Don't. Tell me.
I want you to check this YouTube channel out.
Send it to me on Facebook and I'll look at it later.
I just sent it to you.
Okay. I'll look at it. I'll look at it after the stream and
No,
definitely.
it's in the back this thing
Oh,
that I can
okay.
type in
Oh,
the
the private
background.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She is a great songwriter and she does live streams. So
Okay.
she's great, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Check it out. Very
She
good.
is going to if it has anything to do with me and my boyfriend,
Right.
we are going to you're going to soon in the next 3 years, she's going to blow up like Taylor
Good.
Swift.
I'm sure she will.
If we have anything to say about it,
Good. It's
her
crazy
songs
how
are better than Taylor Swift.
like people try to break somebody or try to hurt people and they just live
Oh,
and let live.
she's
Like I'm
had
saying like
villains
that. I'm
too.
saying like the troll. Like just live and let live. Do your thing. I do my thing. This is a big enough platform. It's like
She literally had somebody convince her that they were telling her, "Oh, I'm in love with you" and everything, and then all of a sudden, a few months later, "I'm not gay. I'm not in love with you. You're a parasite." I mean, destroyed her.
Mm.
And then
People are cool. People are.
I come along, and I pick her up, and I convince her, "You are a good songwriter. You are a good YouTuber.
Wow.
We are going to make something out of yourself." And
Right.
we have literally done that. So that person
Good.
is nothing. They didn't destroy her.
Good.
She's better than ever. But I think you will like her music, Joe.
I'll check her out. I'll definitely listen to her stuff. But anyway, in closing with Doctor Who,
Subscribe to her. Subscribe to her
I
too.
will. I will. I know Ray wanted to come in here. I don't know if he's going to, but I'm gonna have to go soon.
Okay. I've
If
got to go too. I got to
Yeah.
make dinner.
Ray, if you're watching, you don't have to rush because I've been doing this for like 2 hours and 15 minutes, so I'm getting tired. Maybe later we'll do a Real Whovians with Ray. I don't know, but
Let me explain. When I say dinner, in the South, we call lunch dinner, and we call dinner supper.
right. Oh, also too, yes, you'll be seeing the Real Whovians cast, the Real Whovians members returning. You have Jay, Ray, Scott, Chris. I am also going to try to see when Vaughn is free and when Susie's free
Vaughn,
and Sally is free.
Susie, I miss Susie. I love
Sally
Susie and Vaughn
and James
and Sally too.
Right, everybody
Tell them
I can.
when you see them that Jay says that he loves them.
Look. I've been trying to be in communication here and there with some of them. So I will be. A lot of people have went through a lot of stuff like I did. So
I can't wait to see Vaughn, Susie, and Sally.
We shall. Hopefully, I'm able to get everybody together. And if not together, then I'll try to work with their schedule to see.
Or even separate. Oh God.
Yeah, that's fine. That's like I said. I even if I can get like Vaughn, like just me, her, or me and Danette.
Son, if I ever hit the lottery, I'm gonna visit every last one of y'all.
Well, I honestly
give y'all
said
a big bear hug.
I honestly said I said it to Scott many a times. I said that when I become a millionaire, when there isn't no, it's when. I'm gonna be doing like a whole thing on YouTube, and it's gonna be like episodes, and I'm gonna get a fucking videographer, and I'm gonna go visit Scott. Then I'm gonna go visit you. Then I'm gonna go visit whatever. And I'm gonna have my own fucking private jet.
I'm gonna show you what a fucking pizza really is, dude.
I've died
because you don't know what a pizza is until you've seen Johnny's Pizza. I mean, we call it sweep the kitchen, meaning every ingredient on there.
And
then in the summertime, we put crawfish on it.
Well, I don't know about fish, but like.
Well, it's crawfish. It's a shelled fish.
Okay. But I definitely one day you'll. And again, I want to do cool stuff with my group, like in person. They call it IRL now in real life, but like I want to like hang out with Scott and hang out with Chris and hang out with like whatever and just go to events and different things. Whether we going to wrestling with Chris or like doing stuff with Scott, eating at all these different places, or with you, whatever, or even ghost hunting or whatever.
Wait to meet Scott in real life. Me and him are friends, just like you and me are friends, and me and him are like me and you were on Facebook together. So, yeah.
And I would definitely.
I promote you. I promote anybody that has a book or gaming or anything. I'm the greatest promoter ever because I promote you live to people. When I go to town,
I have to share some stuff with you. I haven't because I've been up on some shows lately.
I literally have told people about you and your book, and I will show. I have literally screenshot your books, and I'm going to look at this. Look at this. This is him. This is his book. You need to buy his book.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
I do that with everyone.
I'm gonna share. I don't usually. I haven't been able to do Facebook that much because like I haven't had memory on my phone. So most of the time I'm not on my laptop. I'm out and about, whatever. But I'm gonna share with you. You probably don't even know I was on a whole bunch of shows recently.
Warning.
So I will share.
Warning. If you go on Facebook and you see my Facebook, you're gonna see.
Oh, I know. You told me. You told me you were hacked a million times.
No. Leanna has posted a lot of racy stuff on there, so you better watch out.
Don't worry. Yeah, I'm gonna share some stuff with you. Get caught up, like you see where I was.
Okay.
But
okay.
All right.
Well,
so
I got to go.
Yeah, we're gonna go now.
I love you, buddy.
Love you too, bro.
I love you.
So Jay was with us. Jay returned to the Real Whovians. You'll see Ray later and Scott, and we're going to be doing Real Whovians cast more often, as well as the Everything Show. So thank you, Jay. Thank you, everybody. I'm back to my gaming. Take care. Bye for now.